This is Clayton Skinner. Hi, I'm Clayton Skinner.
My name is Clayton Skinner. My name is Clayton Skinner.
Welcome back to Beyond the Beat.
Welcome back to Beyond the Beat. Welcome to Beyond the Beat.
Hello everyone, my name is Clayton Skinner and welcome back to Beyond the Beat. This episode will be part 1 of my series where I will show you how to add 16th note bass drum hits to your quarter note grooves. So this lesson is actually going to be very similar to the 8th note version where we were playing 8th notes on our hi-hat or ride. The only difference is we're now obviously playing quarter notes on our hi-hats and quarter notes on our ride. And I say them both because I suggest you practice with both of them. So we're going to start off with exercise A on the PDF. Now, if you need any help with any of these, I suggest you actually check out the 8th note video. I'll leave an annotation right here. You can check it out, get used to that, get used to the idea, and then we'll work on these concepts. Now, A follows the single stroke idea, where you're basically playing every quarter note that you can play on your hi-hat, and you're playing all of the 16th notes with your bass drum. Except it's not a single stroke anymore because you're not playing the ands. So it sounds a little bit differently. So check out the demo, listen to it, count along, and you'll see what I mean. Exercise B is very similar to the last exercise that we did. The only difference is that we're not playing every 16th note. Now this one is designed to kind of help you play all the 16th notes within, or that are contained within like a beat, say like 1, E, A, 2. And you don't have to play anything at 2, 3, do the same thing, 3, E, A, 4, nothing from 4 to 1. So this kind of allows you to not necessarily set into a pattern of continuously playing every 16th note. Now you actually have to stop and restart again. It's a good exercise. Anyway, here's B. C is different from B in the sense that you are now playing the 16th note with your bass drum. You're now playing it just before and then just after the hi-hat hits on 2 and on 4. So you have a bass drum on the A of 1, and then you have one again on the E of 2. So the two 16th notes kind of surround the quarter note, which is played on the hi-hat. Again, same thing with beat 4. So check it out. A, B, and C, again, they're just exercises to help you get to know the 16th notes, to get to know where you can place the bass drum hits. So, you know, if you got through them, you're well on your way. Okay, so exercise 1. We're going to just jump right ahead here. We're not going to do any exercises where we omit the snare drum on 2 and 4. We're just going to jump straight in. Exercise 1, you play the bass drum on 1 and 3, there's your downbeats. You play 2 and 4, snare drum, but now you're going to be playing the 16th note, the 16th note on the Av 1, so it's just before the snare, and then the Av 3, which is just before the snare. So check out the demo. Exercise 2, now we're putting the 16th notes right after the snare drum hits. So again, the bass drums, the downbeats are still in the same spot, the backbeats are still in the same spot, but now you're placing a 16th note hit on the E of 2 and the E of 4. So it happens right after. Padum. We're going to mix it up this time. Now we're playing the bass drum in the first half of the bar, exercise 3. The first half of the bar, we're going to be playing the 16th note just before the backbeat, so it'll be on the Av1. And then, if you go to the second half of the bar, you're going to be playing the 16th note on the E of 4, so right after the snare drum. So it's just kind of mixing 1 and 2 together. So exercise 4, again we're going to be mixing 1 and 2 together. Only this time we're going to be placing the bass drum hits before beat 4, so on the Av 3, and then right after beat 4, on the E of 4. So it's kind of like that same thing that we were doing back during exercise C, where we were playing bass drum, hi-hat, bass drum. Only now it's bass drum, hi-hat, snare, bass drum. Maybe not in that particular rhythm, but you'll get the idea when you hear it. Now, exercise 5 is going to get a little funky. We're going to be playing the bass drum on beat 1, the backbeat, still 2 and 4. Only this time you're going to be placing the 16th note on the A of 3. So I'm not going to lie, it's going to get weird. You're going to want to put the bass drum on beat 3. Don't do it. Listen to the demonstration, count it out, and see how you do. Well, if you survived 5, 6, equally as weird. Except now you're putting it in a different spot. So rather than playing it where you played it last time, now you're going to be playing it on the E of 3. So again, don't play the bass drum on beat 3. You got to wait just that split second longer, and throw it on the E. 3E. Listen to the demonstration, see how you do. Beat 7, we're going to be taking the last 2 exercises and putting them together. And it's going to sound very similar, again, to what we did back in exercise C. So that's why you do those exercises, because it's important to know where you can place it and what it sounds like when you place the bass drum at specific points. So, the bass drum is on the Av 3 and then the Av 2 and then the E of 3. No bass drum on beat 3. So again, this is going to sound pretty funky, so check it out. Beat 8. Remember that thing we did, the very first exercise, exercise A? It was kind of like the single stroke, but it wasn't. Now you're going to know why we did it. 8 pretty much plays every 16th note on the board. The only one it doesn't play is the E of 1 and then I think the Av 4. That is right. So, you're playing like every 16th note, except for those 2. Plus the bass drum on beat 1, plus the 2 snare hits on 2 and 4. I'm probably just confusing you. Anyway, look at the PDF, count it out while you listen to the demo. Well, there you go. We're all done. You made it. Bear in mind that all these exercises that we did are just ideas. Yes, they are beats. Yes, you've probably heard them in songs before, but they're still just ideas. You could take any one of them and you could chop it up and you could put it with something else and you can create your own groove. That's kind of the point. The ideas and the exercises are just there so that you can build the coordination and the understanding so that you can later create your own grooves and improvise. That's the point. Again, always use a metronome, yada, 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 various speeds. It's very important. I know I, kind of breezed through this, but it is very important. If you have the ability to record yourself, do it. It's always good to hear how you're doing. That way you can kind of fix any errors you come across. That's really all I have to say. We're done for today. If you want to get a hold of me, you can get a hold of me through the contact section at claytonskinner.com. You can get a hold of me on Facebook, claytonskinner.com, Twitter, Clayton Skinner, lots of different ways. You can probably get a hold of me. You can get a hold of me through the Unstrung Heroes page, Unstrung Heroes YouTube channel, whatever. There's lots of different ways to get a hold of me. I hope you had a good time. I hope you enjoyed the lesson. Auf Wiedersehen.